That's IT Uploaded.
The much anticipated BlackBerry Torch is finally here, and That's IT got one of the first sets to land here in Asia. So I think it's my responsibility to let you know what's good and what's not so good. By the way, Timothy Goh is a very heavy BlackBerry user. The Torch comes in a new form factor for BlackBerry, a slider phone with a 3.2-inch touchscreen that is a lot better than its first attempt, the Storm. Essentially, the Torch 9800 is a bold 9700 with a touchscreen. The shape is the same, the size just slightly bigger. The Torch comes equipped with a renovated BlackBerry OS 6, which makes touching, swiping, and tapping the touchscreen a whole lot easier. What do I like about the Torch? Number one, you can set the sensitivity of the touchscreen, just like how you can change the sensitivity of the trackpad or the tracking ball. Adjust it based on how responsive you want it to be. 2. I love the new social feeds function that comes with the OS 6. Tap on it and you instantly get all your social feeds on one page. Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, even your BlackBerry Messenger. Swipe it one more time and you get your RSS feeds too. Number 3, the WebKit browser. It is totally new, allowing you to easily zoom in. It also has tab browsing, which I find useful, especially when surfing more than one website. Is it faster? Well, that depends on your service provider. And a much improved 5-megapixel autofocus camera with flash, face detection, and image stabilization. Now here's what I don't like. The screen orientation. It can't be locked in place, and it becomes annoying when it switches when you don't want it to. And because of all the swiping and tapping, there are a lot of fingerprint smudges which needs to be cleaned up after every use. Battery life is fabulous for a touchscreen smartphone of its class, 5.5 hours of talk time and 17 days of standby time. You might recall we showed you what the Windows Phone 7 might look like a few weeks ago. Well, it is finally out, and the good news is it looks nothing like the old Microsoft OSs, and it works in a totally different way. It looks different, it moves different, it is different. Finally, the people at Microsoft decided it is time to destroy its previous OSs and create a new one from scratch. And the result, the much talked about Phone 7. Microsoft says this new OS is inspired by you, and so it built it around your ever-changing needs. That's just Microsoft's way of saying it is finally catching up with its smartphone rivals who have long anticipated your needs and wants from a mobile unit. Integration. Samsung, one of Phone 7's first customers, is excited with what this integration can do.
We've done it in a way that is very intuitive and very easy to use. Not necessarily superior, but certainly something that we think would gain acceptance from the market today.
And all this integration come together in the Live tiles, the one aspect of Phone 7 you won't be able to ignore. Each tile represents a hub, be it news, emails, apps, or status updates. You set it to what is important to you. The Phone 7's new user interface will be the same across all its devices, regardless of brand. So if you buy a Samsung, an LG, or an HTC, your interface will all look the same. But Microsoft says that doesn't mean losing individuality.
Our partners are able to innovate, to extend their brand and their technology and their expertise through building their hub or their tiles on the Windows start screen.
LG is doing just that with the Optimus 7. And unique to the Optimus 7 is the Scan Search app that uses augmented reality to bring users relevant information. So all you have to do is point at a spot and information like restaurants, hotels, shopping malls nearby will pop out. Tilt the phone up and you get the weather report instantly. Phone 7 powered mobile handsets will also get to enjoy gaming with the integrated Xbox app and Zoom music player. The best part about traveling is getting to pack gadgets that will help make your journey a lot more entertaining. Well, I just came back from a long trip, and while doing so, I pack along some of the latest gadgets that I can find in the market to give them a test run. After all, the best part of my job is trying out things before I buy them. Tired of the standard issue headsets your airline hands out at the beginning of the flight? Well, if you are a frequent economy class passenger, it may be time to invest in a good pair of noise-canceling travel headsets. The Sennheiser MM550 Travel is specially designed to cut the drone on board. And this latest model comes not just with noise-canceling features, but also with Sennheiser's SRS Wow HD surround sound technology. So you enjoy the goodness of your in-flight entertainment, no matter what it is. This headset is also designed with Bluetooth and doubles as a hands-free device for your mobile phone. The only thing I don't like about this is the power usage. Turning the noise-canceling and surround sound feature wears down the power, and before you know it, you will have to plug it in and charge it again. Also remember, having your own headset doesn't mean you can put them on during takeoffs and landings. That is still against aviation regulations, even if you own your own headphones. Once you land at your destination and want to quickly take a video of the first thing that awes you, having one of these inside your pocket can make things a lot easier. Introducing the Flip Mino HD2 camera. These pocket-sized camcorders have been a big hit in the US since its release. And finally, you can buy them here. It is simple, compact, and easy to use. What's more, everything you capture in it can be easily uploaded into your computer or shared using the FlipShare software, either in public spaces like Facebook or privately through Flip channels. My one and only gripe, the Flip is so small that it is hard to keep my hand stable when I'm shooting. But that's just me. And who needs 3D when it comes to shaving? Well, Philips seems to think we do, so it came up with its latest shaving gadget, the Senso 3D. FYI, the 3D here are these Gyroflex 3D heads. The heads follow the curve of the skin surface nicely, reducing pressure and irritation to the skin. The Senso 3D is cutting edge because of the 3x3 Ultra Track heads with slots for normal hair, for long hair, and for the shortest stubbles. The Senso Touch 3D is good for wet and dry shaving, but personally I find it best with shaving cream and this nice warm water. I get my closest shave, minus the nicks and cuts. Well, keep the conversation going on Facebook and do follow us on Twitter. That's all I have time for this week. I'm Timothy Go. That's it.